Just Stop Oil may have finally cottoned on to the fact that pissing off the general public by continually blocking roads might not enlist the support of the general public. So then one of their bright sparks had an even better idea. Let's try to ruin priceless historic works of art. Genius! Then we're forced to listen to Tabitha and Penelope recite what they learned in last week's struggle session.
Are you more concerned about the protection of a painting or the protection of our planet?
Are you more concerned about the protection of a painting?
The protection of a painting.
Yeah, I am more concerned about Van Gogh's sunflowers than your attention-seeking posh hissy fit.
I would like to make one thing perfectly clear. We did no damage to the painting whatsoever.
We did no damage to the painting whatsoever.
No damage to the painting whatsoever.
No damage to the painting whatsoever.
Absolutely no damage done to the painting.
Painting? These are the kind of people who'll do 8,500-mile return flights on daddy's money, then browbeat me about my carbon footprint. The kind of people who'll travel across continents emitting double the amount of CO2 I would in a single year, and chastise me for taking an annual family holiday, all the while accelerating this great reset green transition that will make poor people even poorer, increasing their energy bills, forcing them to choose between heating or eating, while these double-barrel named toffs pat each other on the back before jetting off to Bali for their luxury jollies. No damage to the painting whatsoever, rah rah rah.
No damage to the painting whatsoever.
Here's the point. They don't care about enlisting the support of the general public because they don't need it. The establishment they claim to oppose is already enacting everything they're calling for. Net zero, banning petrol and diesel cars, carbon tax social credit scores, obliterating livestock farmers. It's all being rammed through already. Just Stop Oil and Extinction Rebellion are shock troops for globalist technocrats, already enforcing the same agenda. They're not there to persuade the general public, they're there to terrify them into compliance, defacing the King Charles waxwork at Madame Tussauds with chocolate cake.
This is time for action!
Give me a fucking break. King Charles literally supports everything you idiots are lobbying for. He's been a staunch eco-crusader since before most of these activists were in nappies. This clown's clocked up more air miles than it would take to get to the moon and back. Over a decade ago, the dude who uses Hoover Dam quantities of water to feed his plants at Highgrove was ordering the lowly peasants to stop taking hot baths to save the planet. Why are you attacking him? He's not just the King of England, he's the king of your mental doomsday cull. How does the police treat Just Stop Oil activists? Like royalty. Oh, are you okay? Do you need some water? Don't worry, we'll protect you from those awful working class people.
Any questions at all, just ask. And if any of you are in any discomfort or need anything, just let me know. And we'll try and sort you out in a nice way. Can't phrase that any worse, could I? But no, if you need any assistance at all, just let me know. Okay?
I was at an anti-lockdown protest when a few demonstrators sat in a road in London, Parliament Square. Within 10 minutes, they sent the riot cops steaming in. Boom! These tofu munchers block major roads, block bridges, and what happens? They get free refreshments and counselling.
Or need anything, just let me know.
Cops will crack the heads of anti-vaccine mandate protesters with wanton abandon. Just Stop Oil, Extinction Rebellion. They'll dance with them on the streets like it's gay pride parade.
We're literally going around and talking to them. As you'll see, there's lots of officers around. We're chatting to the protesters. So far, they've had music, and then they've gone and had their sort of festival in the road.
When irate members of the public try to intervene, the police support the criminals who are blocking the road. The activists openly thank the police for their kid glove treatment. Here's Just Stop Oil themselves just this morning, noting how the police are AWOL. No arrests so far, and most police who were here just left. AWOL. AWOL. Even when them blocking the roads is literally leading to people dying. Lisa Webber was hit by a car and killed on the M20, having been forced to divert there after Just Stop Oil activists climbed the Queen Elizabeth II bridge. Their actions have caused multiple car crash pile-ups, and yet the police tell protesters it's up to them whether or not to allow ambulances to pass.
There's an ambulance coming through here. Let's stop behind that bus. It's down to you whether you make space for it to come to or not. The Thomas's Hospital's over there.
Are you going to
This
move
is your
the
choice.
ambulance?
It's down to them whether they're allowed to block ambulances. No, it isn't. You're the police, for fuck's sake. Arrest them. Oh no, can't do that. The protest leaders themselves expressed their, quote, absolute disbelief that they were allowed by police to continue blocking major roads and motorways, asking, why aren't we in prison? Oh gee, I wonder. Let's pause there for a quick word from the sponsor of this video. Lord Watson. That has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Well, now it's a reality. Yes, it's now official. I am now a lord. I own land in Scotland, and you could too. With established titles, you can take advantage of the Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lords or ladies. You can even change your name to lord or lady and get it on your plane tickets or credit cards. Need a last-minute table at that restaurant, but it's fully booked? Tell them you're called lord or lady, and you just might find they can accommodate you. Put it on your dating profile and watch your matches explode. Your certificate features a unique plot number with which you can see the exact location of your land. Title packs give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland. But it gets better. Established titles are committed to planting at least 1 tree for every order placed. So by buying a title pack, you're directly helping a genuine environmental cause, reforestation, supporting the fantastic work of 1 Tree Planted and Trees for the Future partner charity groups. With Christmas not far away, this also makes a great original gift. What were you gonna buy? Another boring pair of socks? You can also get couple packs that come with adjoining plots of land. And get this, the first 200 people who purchase a title pack using my link will effectively be located right next to my plot. We can be together in spirit. We can build a kingdom. We can reconquer Scotland for the English. Alright, maybe I'm taking it a bit too far. Established Titles is running a massive sale right now. Plus, if you use the code PJW, you get an additional 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/PJW to get your gifts now. And remember, by supporting my sponsors, you support me directly. Now back to the video. How does the media treat them? Like the new civil rights movement or something, constantly amplifying their rhetoric. Just Stop Oil vow to keep causing disruption and have this message for people who are affected. We're the mainstream media, we're Sky News. We literally spend every day packaging climate change hysteria as pretend news. Oh, we do apologise. Did we not give you a large enough platform? Did we not give you a loud enough bullhorn? The Financial Times, an integral mouthpiece for billionaire elitists defending Extinction Rebellion. And again, how did the media treat anti-lockdown protesters, anti-vaccine mandate demonstrators? They were monstered, vilified, dehumanised, while Just Stop Oil are lionised, worshipped, given more free advertising than a Formula One car. How does the government treat them? By enacting their every desire into policy. The only minor disagreement is on timescale. The direction of travel is exactly the same. Our new Prime Minister just banned fracking. Our natural gas production has been plummeting for over 2 decades. The government is committed to net zero by 2050, completely decarbonising every industry, making us dependent on glorified fucking windmills that break every 5 minutes. And the sale of new petrol and diesel cars and vans will be completely prohibited by 2030. Go block roads in China. They're building more coal plants than the rest of the world combined. Our government, they're ticking off every item on your wish list like Santa's elves at Christmas. Who funds Just Stop Oil? Alexander Adams just exposed the billionaires backing the art vandals. Just Stop Oil states it's partially funded by the Climate Emergency Fund, CEF, founded by Eileen Getty, granddaughter of oil tycoon John Paul Getty. The Getty family collectively has an estimated wealth of around £3.9 billion. Getty personally put a foundational sum of £900,000 into CEF. Here she is wearing Extinction Rebellion's logo. Extinction Rebellion itself is also funded by the Gettys, the Kennedys, and other billionaire families. XR also received financing from George Soros's notorious Open Society foundations. Just Stop Oil takes donations via Ethereum, and every single transaction using the cryptocurrency creates 34 kilograms of CO2, roughly the same amount of energy the average US household burns through in 2.5 days. Ethereum consumes more energy annually in total than the entire country of Denmark. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it a bit unusual for a supposedly organic grassroots protest movement, to be bankrolled by billionaires whose vast fortunes come from dynastic oligarchs. What does Just Stop Oil and Extinction Rebellion really want? You don't need me to tell you. Extinction Rebellion's co-founder, Stuart Basden, wrote it and published it. He admitted that the climate protest, quote, isn't about the climate, and that it's actually about toppling European civilization, tearing down the patriarchy, and ending what he calls heteronormativity. Just Stop Oil, which is rebranded Extinction Rebellion, are about as far from a rebellion as you can get. They're protected by every single organ of institutional power. They have the government on their side, the King of England on their side, the media on their side, the police on their side, the justice system on their side, the millionaires and billionaires on their side. Extinction Rebellion, my arse. Just Stop Oil is the ultimate creature of the establishment. A bunch of best education daddy's money could buy posh larpers with plums in their mouths who think they're edgy revolutionaries saving the world, when everything they do is facilitated by the establishment and by the moneyed elite at the expense of ordinary working class people.
No damage to the painting whatsoever.